During the winters, few things happen which make the eye care something which we need to look into. First of all, the light is not as much. The availability of light really falls. The foggy days, foggy winters, we have light issues. This needs more light at work, and so this can affect the eyes. Second reason would be that the amount of humidity available in the environment reduces. So winters are generally dry air, and that has a direct implication on the lubrication of the eyes. The use of heating elements, heaters, blowers, etc. So we normally tend to remain indoors. We are exposed to these heaters and the blowers, which in any case reduce the humidity more than what is normally is there in the environment. The third would be the fact the way the body responds to the cold, because as a cold, the response what happens in the body is that the blood vessels they constrict. So there are incidents where people may have symptoms of glaucoma. They may have other diseases which could be related to this. So these are the basic reasons why eye care would be important in the winters. Firstly, there is significant amount of dry eyes which the patients face. Second would be there would be excessive tearing of the eyes. So instead of dryness, we have excessive amount of water coming out of the eyes. Third would be people who start getting infections because of the dryness. The eyes are rubbed, so there is much more frequent infections. Fourth, there could be light sensitivity because of the fact that the dryness is there in the eyes. Fifth, there could be some ultraviolet burns because of the fact that the light is low. The ultraviolet radiation, the sun, do penetrate the environment, the atmosphere, and they come and they may affect the eyes. Winter eye care tips would be to hydrate the eyes adequately well, to remain away from the blast of the heaters and the blowers, not to use the blowers as such, to use more like oil heaters. Then to protect your eyes, wearing shades which are ultraviolet protected. If you're wearing things like contact lenses, you should be changing them more frequently, and you need to hydrate the surface of the eye so that the contact lenses do not damage the eyes further. You need to protect yourself from the ultraviolet radiation, especially if you're exposed to snow and other areas where the UV radiation from the sun may actually affect the eyes. And if you are using the over-the-counter lubricating drops, that really goes a long way, because the other factor is that during the winters, a lot of us are using much more screen time. And the screen time in any case we know causes dryness. So these actually are double whammy, and they actually add to each other's problems. So if you are lubricating the eyes, keeping indoors, and generally sort of taking care of the eyes by not excessively using the screens, I think these would go a long way in trying to protect your eyes. Consult a doctor once every 6 months. But during the winters, you need to be aware of all these symptoms. If you are getting symptoms of watering or itching or irritation, they may be a part of the normal dryness pattern which happens to people. The moment you start getting a discharge, some kind of stickiness of your eyelashes, some excessive redness which cannot be explained by your exposure to the screens, and any blurred vision or photosensitivity, these are flags where you need to be consulting an ophthalmologist, because it could be either infection, it could be some reaction to the dryness, or in certain situations excessive tearing, because different eyes respond differently to the same problem. And these could actually harbor infectivity or some abrasion of the cornea, which if left untreated might lead to corneal ulceration, which could be very devastating to the vision.